Well, let's pick up on this breaking news story tonight. Suspects have attacked a mosque in Verulam in northern KwaZulu-Natal. A first responder saying one person has died while another two are in a critical condition. Our reporter Dasen Thathiah is at the scene, and of course some of the visuals that we have on this particular story tonight may be offensive to some viewers, so please do keep that in mind as we continue with our program. Good evening to you, Dasen. Firstly, just a sense of how many people have been affected by this, especially where the injuries are concerned right now.
Well, Kathy, it's definitely some tragic news for this quiet community here. At this point, we know that those two men are still critically injured. As you mentioned in your intro, some sad news coming through with one of those three men passing away not long ago. This attack happened just before 3 o'clock today. But I'm going to bring you the latest now. I have the SAPS with me over here. If Nkaniso will just follow me. We have Ngobile Gwala of the SAPS. She speaks for the police in KZN. Ngobile, let's start here. Some people are saying that this is a terrorist attack. We're hearing those types of terms, but let's get the facts from you.
Okay, at this stage, the motive for the attack is still unknown. The incident took place this afternoon at 2, where 3 unknown suspects entered the mosque and they stabbed the 3 worshippers that were inside the mosque. All the worshippers were then taken to hospital for medical attention, where one of the victims later died in hospital. The motive is still unknown, and we are investigating 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, as well as a murder case. And there are certain rooms at Dasen that were also set alight at the mosque, which includes the kitchen as well as the library.
Mobila, do we know if anything was taken? Was there any kind of exchange? You know, did these people say anything to the victims before they attacked them?
At this stage, it's still unknown, pending our investigation. But there is a knife that was also recovered from the scene. And the knife is suspected to be used in the commission of the offense.
I know it's still very early, but what is the status on the investigation? We have been told that the suspects fled in a car. What do we know about that?
Yes, the suspects have fled the scene in their getaway vehicle, which was a white Hyundai Getz with no registration plates. However, we are also appealing to anyone who might have information that can assist police in apprehending the suspects to come forward and provide us with that information. And also they can go to their nearest police station or use our Crime Stop number on 08600 10111.
Mobila, do we have any description of the suspects that may assist if anyone wants to come forward with that information?
The suspects are still unknown, but we are still busy conducting our investigation.
Thank you so much. Kathy, that was Ngobile Gwala there giving us an idea of exactly what happened. She does say that if anyone has information, they should come forward. But before I let you go, Kathy, I just want to give you an idea of what the scene looks like at this moment. If Nkaniso will just come with me at this point. If you look over there, I hope the street lights are illuminating it well enough. This area is cordoned off and the mosque is over there just beyond the white bakkie that you may be seeing in shot at this point. Police are still on the scene at the moment. This took place in an area where, if Nkaniso, I hope we can show our viewers some of this, where there are businesses and some homes that are located. And as I mentioned, it is a normally quiet area. Some of the locals here telling us just a little while ago off camera that they were shocked at what happened. A gentleman was saying to me that he had heard screams, but he didn't take it too seriously because he was working at that point, so he wasn't too sure what was going on. But when he came out, he saw all of the commotion, and that's when he realized that there had been an attack at the mosque.
Dasen, while 3 people have been, of course, directly affected by this, I mean, do we know the number of people that were in that building at the time of this attack, and perhaps the scale at which those who are behind it would have actually wanted the impact to be felt?
You know, Kathy, if there's any good news, it would be that there weren't any people in the mosque. That's what we understand from the security company that first responded to the scene. And they say that the people that were attacked are believed to be part of the management or the leadership of that mosque. And there wasn't a prayer that was taking place at that time. As far as I understand it, it was after those hours. So if that's any consolation at this point, fortunately, there was no one else that was affected by it.
And of course, this news, Dasen, would be devastating, especially to the Muslim community as they are preparing themselves to enter into the period of Ramadan.
Exactly, Kathy. I mean, if you look at the nature of something like this, I mean, you know, the brazenness of people entering a place of worship like that and coming in and then proceeding to attack these people in such a gruesome way, just, you know, it boggles the mind really and makes you wonder exactly what their intentions are. But as I said, or at least as Ngobile Gwala said to us earlier, at this point, they are still trying to find out many details. There is a lot of speculation. There's a lot of rumors. People are asking whether this is some kind of terrorist attack, and I think everyone needs to be careful until we have the facts and we've established exactly what's going on, until that investigation gives us more information. Then it's only at that point that we can find out exactly what's at the bottom of it.
And of course, Dasen, you've spoken about how to some extent that seems to be an industrial area, but are there residents you know, that stay there, and what are their feelings going into tonight?
Look, there's a lot of fear here, Kathy, as you can imagine. Yes, there are homes around us at the moment. And I also just want to give you a sense of the street that I'm on. If Nkaniso can just turn this way with me a little bit, you'll see many people would be returning home at this point, getting back to their houses, trying to find out what's going on. I also saw lots of people stopping at the cordon tape to establish exactly what had happened on their street. And as you can imagine, this police presence does cause a lot of, you know, it raises a lot of questions as to whether their security is going to be compromised, and that's why police have to be here tonight. So right now, that's what residents are saying. They are worried, they're scared, but more than anything, I think they want to understand exactly why this happened. We don't know if the suspects came in from the direction in which I'm pointing at the moment to my right, the direction that I just showed you, because that leads to Phoenix, which is next to us at the moment. And then on the other side, to the left of the cordon tape, that's Waterloo. That's another area as well. So at this point, we don't know in which direction the suspects came from, but they definitely fled off to the right, down the road that I just showed you a little while ago, Kathy.
All right, Dasen. That's where we leave it for now. Dasen Thathiah, he's out in Verulam for us tonight. It's our breaking news story, and of course we'll keep bringing those updates with Dasen throughout the remainder of Newsnight. One person so far confirmed dead, 2 others in a critical condition following the attack on that mosque in Verulam.